gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice. That's how.
Very pretty Sunday morning, and I thought that I would start my little documentary journey with the 16 or 17 Pro Max. I have it in this nice, beautiful cosmic orange here. It's 8:24 a.m. My battery life is at 100%. We're gonna document the next 7 days to see how my experience and journey has been with a phone like this, and if my opinions have changed over time. I think it's gonna be very interesting. But here are my truths about this phone as of today. I really like the cosmic orange. I think Pro Max is right for me. I do think I'm gonna like a lot of what iOS 26 brings to the table. I'm also very confident that the battery life of this is going to be incredible. Apple's quoting even more with the Pro Max this time around. And I'm super curious about these cameras. I honestly cannot wait to get more pictures with these and to edit in the Lightroom. I've always loved how my photos have came out from iPhone over other phones that I've used. I'm a little concerned about durability because my 16 Pro Max, I have to find it, but there is just so many scratches, micro scratches on this 16 Pro Max display. So when Apple says that they've increased the ceramic shield on the front, very curious to know if that's actually true. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this iPhone release is probably the most I've been excited for an iPhone in the last few years. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with the brand new color that we're getting. I got cosmic orange, as you can tell, and it is definitely polarizing. Some people love it, some people hate it, but I think I am growing to love it, at least at this point in the video. So I think it was like almost 20-30 minutes ago, we talked about the battery life. It is still at 100%. Like, it hasn't moved. And I've been using the phone, so it's pretty good. Okay, so I just got back from church, but there was something that I wanted to make a quick comment on. After about like almost 2.5, 3 hours, it's almost 11 o'clock. My 17 Pro Max is at 98% battery life. I don't know if you can tell or see that there. 98 freaking percent. It lost only 2% with light use. I took up a couple pictures. It was on standby a lot, like admittedly, but still, like to lose only a couple of percent over that span of time is extremely impressive. And to continue on that note of battery life, I have to tell you guys about two game-changing charging accessories from Anker, the official partner of today's video. First up is the Anker Nano Power Bank 5K MagGo Slim. This one always comes with me when I want to keep my setup as light as possible for the day. It's only 0.34 inches thin, so when I snap it onto the back of my iPhone 17 with MagSafe, it doesn't feel bulky or make the phone dramatically heavier. I just love how sleek and portable it is. I'll throw it in my pocket when I'm heading out for a coffee run, take it on walks, or slip it into my jacket when I'm filming outside. It's the kind of accessory that quietly does its job without ever getting in the way. Then for days where I know I'll need more power, I'll reach for the Anker Nano Power Bank 10K with the built-in retractable USB-C cable. It's compact, but still packs serious power, and I never have to think about bringing a separate cable since it's built right in and always organized. With 45 watts of fast charging, it's strong enough to top up my MacBook, a Nintendo Switch 2, or basically any USB-C device. Both of these are part of the new Anker Nano series of pocket-sized, stylish, and incredibly handy accessories for your devices. If you picked up a new iPhone, these are definitely the kind of accessories you'll actually want to keep around so you'll never get caught with a dead battery. You can check out these products at the link at the top of the description down below today. So if the house is looking a little bit like a hospital, it's because I just moved into here with my wife. So we do need to do more decorating and get more furniture. I'm just catching up on some of my WWE like news and updates from this creator that I watch. I don't know if any of you guys are WWE fans, like let me know in the comments down below. Around this time is super busy for a lot of content creators like myself because there's so much tech coming out. So you're gonna find out in this video, I'm doing a lot of editing, a lot of video recordings and work, and just trying to get through all I need to do to deliver on the content that I want to give you guys this season. So this is actually a little bit of behind the scenes for you guys right now. Right there is actually where that contraption here is where I film all of my videos. And by the way, this is being shot on the iPhone 17 Pro Max, this footage right here. Anytime in this video where I'm using the 17 Pro Max or the 17 Pro to film me, I'm going to put a big marker on there so you know that it is, and you can kind of use that as also a way to judge video quality and photo quality and all that stuff. Audio though is gonna be filmed off of the DJI Mic 3, so we have just better audio, but everything else is gonna be all straight from the iPhone, filmed in ProRes, log, and then color graded to my heart's content. I was actually just working on the 17 Pro Max versus 17 Pro to help people decide on whether to go with the smaller phone or the big phone. So one of my favorite things about being a creator, which sometimes we take for granted, is all the stuff, the free stuff that we get. And this is me just unboxing that stuff. It honestly feels like Christmas sometimes. But when it's not feeling like Christmas, most of my time honestly is spent on the computer, writing, researching, planning, a lot of the stuff that you don't really get to see all the time. Quick battery update. It's 8:34 p.m. right now, and I'm at 26%. So I think we actually started the day at 100% around 8 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. So a whole 12 hours later, and we still have 26% more to go. What's really interesting though is that because I was filming with this phone sometimes with the DJI Mic 3, it shows here that USB accessories drained around 10% off the phone itself. If you remove the DJI Mic 3 ever being part of my day, I would be at 36%. That's almost 40% battery life. 12 hours later, screen on time right now is at 5 hours. Like that's really, really impressive. I've only had this phone for a few days, and typically battery life within the first week or so of owning a phone is always not going to be very good because it's downloading, it's updating, it's optimizing, it's doing all these things. But the Pro Max is looking incredible, and it's only been the first couple of days with this phone. Good morning. It is 7:22 a.m. Starting off the day with 100% battery life. What do you guys think of this combo? Cosmic orange, white case, or this black tripod stand? I think this looks pretty cool. I actually got up a lot later than I was supposed to. I go to the gym Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 8 o'clock. I have like 35 minutes and I still need to eat, make coffee, all the things. So looking back at this, I was pretty tired to start the week, but I have this thing where I have a really hard time not committing to the gym. I need to go because also the fact that I do have a personal trainer that I have hired to help me that I see 3 times a week. And right now we are in this high rep phase of the program. So a lot of the exercises burn like crazy because we're going up to like 18 reps a set. So get this, on my Apple Watch Ultra 3, which I'm testing out, my sleep score was 96, 98. Excellent. That's with 7 hours and 30 minutes and change of sleep. All of this data looks so cool in the health app, just tons of things being tracked. And what I like most about Apple sleep scorers, they're not telling you how you're supposed to feel. I find other companies will say you're supposed to feel amazing, you're supposed to feel bad based on this sleep score, and it's way too subjective. Apple's approach is that they're just giving you objective data based on, I think, the Sleep Foundation, on how they're ranking your score, and then you get an objective look at the sleep itself, and then it's up to you to decide whether you feel good or bad, and it's not some app or AI telling you how you're supposed to feel. Always after the gym, I typically just need to rest, refuel, and get recalibrated, and just kind of lounge on my phone before I start the day. A fun fact, that laptop you're looking at right now was sent from Asus. It's the Zephyrus G14 2025 edition. So a full review is on the way with that computer if you guys are interested in Windows gaming laptops. That thing is a freaking beast, but it is not perfect. Okay, so when it comes to the physical design of this phone, I think it's about as polarizing confusing as it gets. I don't think you can get a set of people in a room and to get them to agree on whether they like the change Apple did to this design. And better yet, get everyone to agree on whether cosmic orange is a good or bad color. I personally really like how this phone looks top to bottom. In addition to embracing this new cosmic orange, it feels really smooth and comfortable to hold in the hand. I like that you can see an outline of orange color on the top of the display near the bezels. I've heard reports online of people's iPhones getting scuffed easily, but I haven't had any issues yet, and I typically don't use a case on my phone. On the back, you'll see a two-tone contrasting finish with the MagSafe glass portion being lighter than the rest of the phone, and it feels super soft to the touch. And here you'll also find the new raised camera plateau that houses the upgraded camera systems, which we will touch on later in the video. I really like this change. It actually helps the phone not wobble when using it on a flat table. I do also have an iPhone 17 Pro and an iPhone Air as well. The 17 Pro Max definitely feels huge compared to the 17 Pro and feels like an absolute behemoth when holding it next to the Air. In fact, the Air feels so good to hold that it makes my 17 Pro Max not feel as nice to me anymore. I don't know, it's really weird and has me confused sometimes on what iPhone is best for me. As for the display, it's about what you expect from all previous Pro iPhones, but a little bit better. It's super smooth like always, but even brighter this year at 3000 nits, making it even more clear outside than before. There's a new vapor chamber cooling system that is supposed to help with the thermals and overheating. I haven't had this phone heat up at all in the last few days. It's actually incredible. Apparently the 17 Pro and Pro Max is actually more scratch resistant as well. I hope that actually is true because my 16 Pro Max took a beating for the last like 12 months. It looks really bad on the screen. So if you care about that stuff, I would probably get a screen protector for your phone. If you look at this speed test, guys, look at the speeds I'm getting on Wi-Fi 7. Absolutely bananas. Okay, so I thought it would be fun if I gave you guys a bit of a house tour, because if you are a fan of the channel, it was probably pretty obvious to you that I had moved, because all of my shots and everywhere that I am in these videos now look very different from the small condo that I used to live in. It's all gonna be filmed on the 17 Pro Max, so you also get to see, you know, how the camera quality works in a setting like this. And just a quick disclaimer, the home is basically empty. It takes a long time to actually find furniture and pieces and decorations that you really like. And so this is like the big entry hallway, really high ceilings, which I really like. It just feels like you're walking into like a palace, so to speak. I really wanted ceilings that kind of dwarfed my height. I'm around 5'10". Once you turn the corner from the hallway, you are greeted with where my cats do all their waste. This is the little robot air purifier. This is just the best place that we could put it in the house. And then as you come closer through here, this is where you get inside of the living room. It is a big work in progress, but we do have a rug. We have this really big cozy couch, which is super comfortable. I want to change out the TV and decorate it more in here, but this is what it looks like right now. This is actually Luna's favorite place to sleep in the entire house since we bought the couch. One of my other requirements for picking a new house is I did still want some kind of backyard, and we have one right through this door, which is really cool to have your living room here, and then you can go right outside. So this is sort of the patio area, and there's a big green that comes out where we can, you know, have furniture here and enjoy the outdoors. Please don't mind the mess. I am working frantically during iPhone season, so it's a little messy, but the first part of the second floor that you see is the kitchen. This would be the dining area, or at least this is where we would want to put a dining table, hopefully an 8-seater one here, because it is a decently sized space, with also these really just huge windows. Like guys, there is so much natural light in here. That was one of the main reasons why I picked this place. Right here is a powder room on the second floor. And then if we go to the other side of the house, this is going to be like another living room area. It is pretty empty right now. Like we're throwing away this couch. We just have it here just for the time being. And we plan to put like lots of seating here. I'm hoping to mount a TV, console tables, plants, coffee tables, all the stuff. It's gonna be a place to kind of chill and just hang out. I'm not gonna show like every intimate detail of the bedrooms, but this is bedroom number 1. This is the master bedroom. And then facing this hallway, we have the other washroom here. And there's actually also a master bathroom, which is really cool. And then through here is where my office is. And then we have another bedroom through here. So it's a 3-bedroom house, 3 bathrooms. And then I thought I would bring you actually a little bit more into the office. So this is kind of where I do work. It's such a work in progress again, but I love that there's just windows everywhere. Like every bedroom is filled with windows. Even the master bedroom has the same kind of balcony that you saw on the second floor. So there's 2 balconies and a backyard, which is really cool. But yeah, that is a quick tour of the residence that I live in, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Okay, so I have some pretty interesting insights. So after filming for 56 minutes today in ProRes log, it's killed about 14% of the phone battery life. And then just plugging in the USB-C mic to the phone for about, it looks like 33 minutes it has, that took about 5%. So in total of just trying to film today with the phone, that's about 20% battery life. Because right now I'm at 25%. If there's anything I'm learning about battery life on 17 Pro Max and 17 Pro in general, is that if you are filming video, especially in ProRes log, you are going to absolutely drill through the battery life on top of having any USB accessories plugging into here that is also draining battery. Kind of makes you think though as well that if you go with the smaller 17 Pro and you want to use it to film a lot, I think you're going to run into a little bit of annoyances because of how fast the battery is going to drain. Whereas at least with the Pro Max, because there's a physically larger battery, you will get a few, maybe an hour or so more of filming, which can be a big difference when you're not near a charger or have a way to power up your phone. And that is my cat, Apollo, probably the neediest cat on planet Earth. And there's Luna, not as needy, but probably the cuter of the two. Quick battery check, it's currently 9:11 with 2% remaining right now left on the iPhone. Total screen on time for today, more or less before it dies, is gonna be around 6 hours and 50 minutes. If you wait for it to go to 0, I'll probably hit around 7 hours total screen on time. I'm pretty happy with that, considering the fact that we've recorded so much off the iPhone today, had a lot of battery drain on here. I continue to be impressed by just how good battery life is on this phone. So, well, good morning, I should say. It is Tuesday, and I don't know if you guys have ever done this before. I actually forgot to charge my phone. It's at 1%. It's literally about to die, and I need to get my day started. You know what's so funny is I'm sitting here like yearning, wanting my phone right now, but it's charging, like I need to charge it. That's how you know you have a phone addiction and you need to like clean up the act. Here's Apollo. Let's maybe not get so much hair on me before I go to the gym. These cats shed, ow. He just scratched me. These cats shed so much, it is beyond belief. I could do a better job actually like brushing them, but so yeah, it's obviously my fault. Do any of you guys have cats? Any cat lovers or owners or dog owners watching this video? Let me know. No, you don't bite the mic. No biting the mic. Oh, we have another friend, Luna. We are back in the gym again, and these elevated deep stretch push-ups with a really slow on the decline, these burn, guys. These are high rep sets, and I am having this filmed on the 17 Pro Max from my trainer. I'm actually pretty happy with the way the footage looks for the most part. My only gripe with filming on iPhone is that when you introduce movement, you get a lot of micro artifacts and like little jitters and weird deviations in the footage that I don't love, and I wish Apple could find a way to clean that up when you do move the phone around, but otherwise I'm happy with how the footage looks. After the gym, I decided to actually film me making some coffee with the iPhone just so we can critique some of the footage. I think for the most part, a lot of this looks really good, and especially when you color grade the footage, you can really fool a lot of people into thinking that this is just a regular camera. I'm super content even with this macro shot here, getting like all the foam and the cubes, and then this selfie shot. Wow, they really improved the quality of that camera. And then we just get right back to work with me filming and continuing the project on the 17 Pro versus 17 Pro Max. That video is actually live if you guys are curious. All this BTS is again being shot on the iPhone, so you can get a little bit of a quick glimpse of what it looks like to do what I do on a regular basis. So I just had this thought. I've been filming a lot of videos with the 17 Pro Max. Curious on the storage. So far, I've used 150 gigs, more or less, of ProRes video, and I've burned through 355 gigabytes of the 1 terabyte available on my phone. I think it's safe to say I made the right choice picking the 1 terabyte. I almost was going to get the 2 terabyte model for the 17 Pro Max, but I've never owned a phone with this much storage before. So I felt that I should experiment with 1 terabyte, and then when the 18 Pro Max comes out, then maybe I'll dabble with 2 or even 4 if that becomes available, depending on what my experience is like with this. And ultimately, these last few days, I've been really happy with 1 terabyte because it keeps everything super portable. I don't have to worry about external SSDs or all these accessories to attach to here. Keeps everything at a minimum. So I spent the rest of the day filming the 17 Pro versus Pro Max video. And if you made it this far in the video, I will actually give you my kind of TLDR conclusion on how I feel about both devices. I think for most people, the 17 Pro is going to be the better buy. You're getting all of the same Pro features that the Pro Max has at a cheaper price. The only difference you're going to experience is that the battery life is just not going to be as good. And I say that with kind of like a warning. Battery life is a big deal. Like, I really think battery life matters a lot, at least for me. It's my number 1 or number 2 most important thing about a phone. And that's why I personally choose a Pro Max 99% of the time now, even though I do find the Pro Max to not be as comfortable as the Pro. But battery life is king. Like, when your phone is dead, it's basically a useless phone. And I just find with the Pro Max, it lasts forever. Whereas with the Pro, I just feel like I kill that thing a lot faster. And I've never looked back at getting a regular Pro since I made the switch to the Pro Max last year or 2 years ago. So check this out. This first image was shot in 0.5x on the 17 Pro Max, and this next image was shot in 8x. Like, the zoom range on this is absolutely insane. And then I have another example where I have a 0.5x shot with an 8x shot there, and it is just incredible how far you can reach with the camera. And then I ended up taking a video in ProRes Log playing with the zoom range here at 0.5x, then 1x, then 2x, then 4x, then 8x, and I zoomed all the way in, and at every point of the zoom, it looks fantastic. It's effortless, the zoom, and when you get to color grade the footage the way that you want to, you just, I feel like a broken record, but you get some pretty incredible shots off this phone and with all of its capabilities. I came across a bunch of Canadian geese here, and here is a wide shot of the geese and then zooming right in at 8x. Again, you can see all that detail you can capture. And then I couldn't help myself. It was so beautiful outside, so I went to another part of the Burlington waterfront area and did more really cool examples here of a 0.5x shot where you just seemingly see nothing, and then bam, we zoom in and we see somebody doing some kind of water sport on the water. Like, just the fact that we picked that up on the camera is incredible. And then we also have another example of the bridge from a far distance and then punching right in and seeing all of its glory in a really high-res image in 8x. The reason why I actually went down here with my wife today was because we got married here. We wanted to revisit the area, and this was the hotel that we got married at the Pearl. Beautiful venue. If you guys did miss my wedding video, I'll leave a link down below if you guys go ahead and check that out. But for those of you sticking around right now, this is what the venue looks like shot from my iPhone. Just the staircase I'm going to give you a little bit of a glimpse of. It is absolutely stunning. It feels like it's right out of a movie. But anyway, we actually ended up getting some food food at the cafe and I spent some time editing some of the photos in the Photos app. I actually liked how the photos came out in the regular HEIC mode without shooting in Pro Raw and just using the photographic styles to get a nice shot. I actually think the photographic styles are a little bit underrated. I recommend you guys play around with that more if you want to kind of tune up your photos without needing to use a third-party app. You can get some pretty nice images out of there. Okay, so it's been about 1 month since the beginning of this video where I told you about my truths about the 17 Pro Max and if any of that would change, because today is October 20th. Some stuff has changed. Like, I love the cosmic orange color, but my enthusiasm about it has really waned. And I'm kind of just like, I like it, but I don't love it the way I did 4 weeks ago. So tread carefully. Make sure if you're gonna go with this color that you actually really want it or are committed to it, because you can't change it after. Battery life continues to be incredible. Like, this phone literally never dies, and I've just blown away at the battery gains I'm getting here. Cameras are still fantastic. They really did meet my expectations. I'm really happy that I went with 1 terabyte. Just like in general, everything that I had thought I would like about the 17 Pro Max, I still like about it now, all of these weeks later, minus my like lowered enthusiasm about the camera or about the design or the color. I can't talk for some reason. But yeah, that is sort of my extended look at a more real world perspective of using the 17 Pro Max. If you guys want more videos like this, please support the video. Drop a like, subscribe, comment hashtag I made it if you did enjoy the video, and I will make more videos like this if this is what you guys want to see. But anyways, I will talk to all of you guys in the next one. Peace.